Learning something new about Mike Slifer as we don't work that much together. He's an ice fisher.
Yeah, once in a blue moon. That's a once-a-year thing.
That's cool, though. That's really cool. You don't want to, the fluctuations in temperatures, though, making the ice a little precarious here in Connecticut, so you want to be careful about that.
And you know what? With the snow on top of it, sometimes it's tough to tell just how thick it actually is.
So just be careful out there. All right, Mike Slifer joining me this morning, all morning long. We're going to be on the air all morning. Blizzard warning in effect for the entire state. Unfortunately, you know, this carries right on into very early tomorrow morning, but we're just going to put all day for you. This was a little bit of an upgrade. If you watched Chief Meteorologist Mark Dixon and Tyler Hughes last night, they noticed, of course, the National Weather Service put into effect the blizzard warning for Litchfield, Hartford, Tolland, and Wyndham, and it immediately went on the air for our broadcast on the wax at 6 o'clock and, of course, at 6:30. Now, again, the misery loves company, Matt. You've got blizzard warnings all the way up into the coast of Maine. Of course, Boston, the Cape, the islands, 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts are expected if they haven't occurred already along the Cape. And then for us here in Connecticut, the entire state, blizzard warnings, the lower Hudson Valley, and then all of New Jersey. I'm seeing measurements of 11, 12, 13, 14 inches of snow already on the ground in New Jersey. We'll have some totals coming up, some preliminary totals coming up in just a bit. In the meantime, this is what we're going for, 16 to 20 inches. We've revised this a little bit. We're talking about 16 to 20 inches for southeast Connecticut, northeast Connecticut, a little bit lighter amounts in parts of the Connecticut River Valley and northern Connecticut, and then a general statewide average of about 10 to 16 inches. Now, snow isn't the only problem out there this morning. We've got some marine issues that we're dealing with right now, and we're going to send it to Mike Slifer for more on that. Hey, Mike.
Scott, you know, we were talking quite a bit leading up to this storm about the potential for some extra water to get pushed into Long Island Sound, wind coming out of the east at first and coinciding with the high tide. So there are still some coastal flood advisories and warnings. So the advisory is southeastern Connecticut. The warning is southwestern Connecticut. Thankfully, we have passed the actual high tide times. However, these headlines will go through 5 a.m. So for the next 45 minutes or so, there could be some minor coastal flooding, 1.5 to 2.5 feet of inundation, especially here in southwestern Connecticut. So as you look, you know, Bridgeport's high tide 302, New Haven's high tide 303, and as we head back again to the southeastern part of the state, it was just a little bit earlier when we saw those high tides happen. So we will begin to see some improvement as the day goes on here across the state. Relative to that, of course, where we won't see improvement is the snow and the visibility. And one of the big pieces of actually reaching blizzard criteria is visibility. So what you need here is you need either sustained wind or frequent gusts, 35 miles an hour for 3 hours or longer. You also need to have visibility down to a quarter mile or less for that same time frame. And that is due to both falling and blowing snow. And Scott, we've talked quite a bit about the snow that's falling out there. Tell us a little bit more about how the wind will evolve as the day goes on and what we're expecting when it comes to snowfall.
Yeah, okay, 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts. Thanks, Mike. We're taking a look at Futurecast, tomorrow's weather today. This is 7 a.m. this morning. It's 4:15 right now, so solid, steady snow from 4:15 through 7. Let's forward the clock here through 10 a.m. And then by 1 p.m. we start to see a little bit of some dry slots here, but 1 p.m. we're still going to be picking up. We're still going to have some impacts this afternoon. They're just not going to be as wild as they are right now. And then by 5 p.m. this evening, we're talking about the storm system pulling away. We'll be under mostly cloudy and then partly cloudy skies by later on this evening. So Futurecast in terms of the wind gusts, look at this. This is 10 o'clock this morning, 50 mile an hour wind gusts. 44, 41, 38, 39s. This is pretty incredible. And then 6 p.m. again, it all starts to kind of winding down, and tomorrow is a better day. As a matter of fact, later on tonight is a better day. 27 degrees right now in Waterbury. It's snowing there, and we're talking about daytime highs today in the upper 20s, low 30s with blizzard Calvin continuing. Your 7-day forecast, a beautiful day tomorrow, but very cold. 41 is the normal high for this time of year. 28, we're going going to be at. 37 with snow showers Wednesday, rain and snow showers on Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday look tranquil with moderation for the upcoming weekend. So, Kate, that's something worth waiting for. Look at Saturday and Sunday, how delightful it's going to be.
Yeah, that'll be so nice. Maybe we'll get a little melting happening here.